Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we have for augments? Warpath, A Story of 7, and Starfall.
We never miss.
Yeah, there is one new duck outfit already finished, but this is the crystal duck. But we're still working on additional ones. What's Lucador? I have no idea how to pronounce it, by the way. Lucador? I don't know. I just call it the wrestler trait. Yeah, so Story of 7, that one's probably gonna get a lot of questions. It's pretty much like beat every player once, you get a bit of loot, then beat every player again and you get better loot. That's pretty much the augment. It's like a warpath with extra steps. Do I have look, dude, how do you pronounce this even? Lucador? Luchador? Dude, I actually don't know how to pronounce this word. Luchador? I don't know, man. It's like a lucha. Luchador? Luchador? Is it that? Luchador. Luchador? Luchador? Luchador. Why there's so many different... Like, it looks like you guys don't know how to pronounce it either. You gave me like 5 different sentences. Okay, whatever. I'll just call it Luchador. I just pronounce it like the German Lutscher. It's a lollipop in Germany. The Luchador. But yeah. Yeah, so what does the trait do? It's like a... I don't know, it's a bit reminiscent of Trickster, I guess. It's like an offensive version of Trickster. When you drop low, they do like a jump where they CC people and they go back to safety and they heal a bit. It's like an offensive version of Trickster. Because Trickster was like target dummy with dash into safety, and this is more like CC and heal. Any footage of long range Mundo? I played against a Mundo hero yesterday. How often do you get power up removers? I think currently you get 1 per stage, but they might reduce that in the future. Some competitive players already complained that there's too many. So yeah, currently I think it's 1 per stage, but this might change in the future. Are you challenger? No, I am challenged. I'm not playing for LP. What is the item on the Mech? I think I will hover over it later. Currently I can't hover over it. Have I been challenger? Yes. I was actually tryharding in the initial TFT sets, but I think it was around set 6. After set 6 I kind of stopped playing competitive. Set 7 really killed my vibe. No, that is not Dawn Core. It's like a mech specific item thingy. I don't fully remember what it was, but it's a mech specific thing. It's not craftable. The mech will always have this. I think the Zeg hero augment is too slow. I mean, no, I think it's fine. It's really strong if you properly itemize him, and obviously you need Zeg 4-star.
Is iron.
What traits do I like the most? I actually like the crew a lot. I think the crew is interesting. I liked playing it for sure. Wraith is decent as well. I played a decent amount of Wraith. What other traits did I like? I don't know, it's always so hard because I need to remember the names from the top of my head. Does the mech gain stats from star level of unit? Yes, yes he does. What is the first augment? It's called Story of 7. Every time you beat like every opponent, if I beat them, can give me a ball. So if I beat the entire lobby once, I get loot, and then I can do it again. If the Prismatic is too difficult, I mean, well, the Prismatic Mech is kind of the one that Riot can't really adjust. Unless they add a silver augment or something for the mech. That's the only way to make it more common. But yeah, the mech is actually the only one where it's gonna be difficult for Riot to adjust how often all triple augment will appear. But it's pretty hard, like 3 specific augments, that's difficult. It's my favorite augment so far. I don't know, man. I haven't played that much. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about the cat one. There's an augment where you get reduced to 9 life, and every loss is 1 damage. That one is really popular. Yeah, this should be a Dragon Ball reference. I mean, this entire set is full of anime references. Shojin still has the mana per auto attack, yes. Is set 15 TS? It's too early to judge. I like, the problem is I always try to separate things. So I would say the set mechanic is S tier, yes. The set mechanic is S tier. I don't think I would give the unit design an S tier. That's more like A tier. So the problem is now, if one thing is S tier and the other thing is A tier, like, do I lean into one direction or the other, right? I feel like it's always so hard to judge the full package instead of just judging different elements, right? I think it's better to separate a set into pieces, like the augments, the unit design, the balance, the set mechanic. I actually don't like that units don't take mana from damage taken anymore, because it kills a lot of strategies. There's no more frontline powder, there's no more spectral powder, there's no more frontline Kog'Maw. I thought these strategies were interesting, and well, now they're removed. So I'm not a fan of that. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, I'm actually trying to, oh yeah, I'm trying to abuse the Kalista corner snipe, but Kalista doesn't have any items anyway. Yeah, the BT Lux is gone as well, the Lone Hero Lux. Lulu is like a threat mechanic. She's a mix of...
We did kind of want to remove a little bit of those, I'll call them Leduc shenanigans.
Yeah, Riot. Riot removing Leduc shenanigans. The way Lulu works is she's a bit like the Nomzi trainer from 7, I think it was. And she's a mix of threats. So it's like a unit you can kind of like fit into every comp if you want to, but you heavily get rewarded for playing it early and committing to it. I think BT Luxing with Lone Hero made them consider changing the class system. I don't know. I think, considering how long sets are in the Burg, I think the decision must have come earlier. Can't wait when they will remove your favorite power-up. That's gonna happen for sure. Yeah, Lulu is pretty fun, although I haven't really played her much. And no, I already know that the Golem doesn't get the mech HP because they never do. The Golem has never worked on summoned units or copies or temporary units, so there's no reason for me to believe that this would be different in this set.
Drive them from the battlefield.
I could have tested it, but yeah. Oh, Galio is gonna get a lot bigger than this. Galio can become huge. Have you seen prismatic trades during playtest? No. I have seen 0. The conditions was crazy hard. I got really close to finishing the Soul Fighter quest. I had like 81 or 85 damage dealt. So I got pretty close, but my final opponent was too strong. And I couldn't beat him anymore to finish the quest. The reason why the people in the Pandora bench were dancing is actually an augment. It's called backup dancers. The way the augment works is that you need to place 3 units to the right side of your unit bench. And they will grant your team stats. You can just check it. It's called backup dancers. Should be a gold augment. See, this is a case where, man, I would really like if Kalista gets mana from damage taken, but she doesn't. This is where Kalista kinda needs some attack speed. She kinda needs a Ginzo.
Play with me.
Is this the set theme music? Yes. I'm currently not playing any music. You're only hearing game audio. The only units that can now take mana from the only units that gain mana from damage taken are tanks. So currently on my board that should be Swain and Aatrox. Yeah, I think only Swain and Aatrox on my board gain mana from damage taken. I think Gangplank was attack fighter, and I think Darius was attack fighter as well. What's up, Liv? It's the Isekai duck. How would that one even look like? I mean, some bruisers are tanks, but Darius, I think, is a carry, not a tank. I actually tried to do, like, there was a game, I had a Crab Rave game where I took every augment that could give me items, and I even beat the monster crab. And I think I got to the stage 6 carousel, and I still didn't have enough items. It's actually really, really hard to get 17 completed items. It's because Thieves' Gloves doesn't count. Yeah, so not easy. Oh, I think we're gonna see the first quest reward now. Because this should be, I collected all 7 Dragon Balls. My wish is to win this lobby. And let's see, this is the gold orb, and the gold orb had 3 components and a bit of gold. But guys, keep in mind, the good thing about quests is that it's a number. Riot can change the number. If everybody is like, hey, Riot, 17 items is too difficult, they can be like, okay, you know what? It's gonna be 16 items. And if people are like, guys, 16 items is still impossible, then Riot can be like, okay, it's gonna be 15 items. So the good thing about quests is that Riot can just change the number on how easy it is to reach the prismatic trait. This is actually kind of a cool game. So this is the Socialite power-up. And I'm actually surprised that it works like this, but it kind of works like the Street Demon augment from set 14, except that you take more hexes with the Socialite unit. It's pretty weird. Okay, so at the start of, like, if you take the Socialite power up, at the start of the fight, you're gonna attack, I think, 7 hexes in total, right? And those hexes stay Socialite. So the idea of this power-up is to just keep changing positioning. So right now, this Aatrox, like all of these are gonna be Socialite, right? So now what I can do is I can just move this Aatrox to the left or to the right. And then after a few rounds, my entire board will be Socialite.
Your move, Leduc.
And this is permanent. I mean, but it's permanent as long as I have the power-up. And in case you're wondering, it's 100 HP and 10 damage amp if you're standing in a Socialite Hex. It's a fairly small buff, but you can give it to your entire team after enough rounds. Overall, I thought it was a fairly interesting... visually, it's a very interesting power-up. So now you can see... Okay, now I have the now I have the Socialites here. So now I have to change my Aatrox positioning again. Can't wait for Duck to spend 5,000 hours to get all 3 Mighty Mech augments just for 1 tuber. Yeah. I think it's not gonna take me 5,000 hours. Thankfully, one of the augments is both gold and prismatic. The I will be the head. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to get. If it was like triple gold or only double gold with 1 prismatic, then yeah, it would have taken a bit longer. I like quests more than just spatula. I think I do. Like, I think the quest system is interesting. I'm glad they're giving it a chance. Like, maybe after the set we're gonna be like, hey, quests actually were kind of terrible because they were too difficult to get. But well, we will see, right? We will see. I like that they're giving this quest thingy a chance. I'm personally liking the anime art style, but also I watch a lot of anime, so this doesn't bother me in the slightest. Yeah, like my main argument for the quest system is it's easy to balance. And the problem with the spatula thingy is that trainer golem encounters are always gonna be annoying. And if you make the prismatic too weak, people will be mad, but if you make it too strong, people will be mad. So going with a system of we're gonna change how easy it is to reach, I think is better. They're nearly impossible, that's the bad part. No, it's not a bad part, because if they're too difficult, Riot can just make them easier. See, this is the thing, it's more difficult to balance a 10-piece than it is to change the condition on how easy it is to reach. Like, oh, 20,000 mana for Star Guardians is too hard. Let's try 15,000, let's try 12,000, right? There is a number where it's fair. There's a number where like, oh, this is reachable but difficult. And Trainer Golem was like, oh, I have a Street Demon, Trainer Golem. All I need is like 1 spatula and I'm off to like level 9. Yeah, so in case you don't know what Twisted Fate does, so at the start of every round after facing a player, you get some gacha. I think right now I just got 2 or 3 gold. You can actually exactly see what the loot was if you hover over his trade, the Rogue Captain. If you hover over the trade, it will tell you exactly what you've gotten in that round. I mean, we always had gacha in gameplay. Augments are gacha. Civica was gacha. I mean, Civica was truly gacha.
Enjoy.
I actually really like what I like about this carousel is in the background the Pengu giving the interview, and the Pengu is losing to Chonk. You can see that because Pengu is really scared in the interview, and the Chonk is like super chill. So clearly Chonk is having a plan and beating up Pengu in the tournament. I was actually wondering if I should request to Riot that in the mid set they change the carousel so Pengu is actually the one winning and Chonk is the one losing. Mini law in the carousel? Yeah. Oh, so here you can see Braum, right? So what's actually cool about Braum is you actually get Poros that follow you around. So there are currently 4 Poros on the battlefield, on the board. And if I move with my little legend, they will follow me. I thought it was kind of cute. Yeah, so Twisted Fate has a pretty generic power-up here. It's just bonus attack speed per auto attack. It's like a Ginzo type effect, or the old Ginzo. So yeah, and the next time I lose, all of these Poros will get sacrificed, so I take less damage. And every time I win, I get more Poros. That's like the Braum ability. Or like the Braum trait, I suppose. Look at this! It's 6 Poros! It's so cute! Oh my god, that is actually so cute. Let's be real here. How is this not one of the cutest traits we've ever seen? Can you zero out player damage? I think you can. I think every Poro is -1 damage, and then you lose like 75% of all Poros or something like that. I'd have to reread the trait again.
Star Guardians are in it to win it.
Yeah, Jinx is really strong. Jinx will see a lot of play. How does the Braum work with the 9 lives? One sec here. So I have 67 HP. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm still... How much damage did I take? The holder gains Battle Academia trait and 10 damage amp per potential. So I took 7 damage in that fight and I still have 2 Poros left, right? Yeah. That's kind of how it works. So regarding the 9 lives, I actually think it's... I think the wording of 9 lives was you lose HP. And I think the wording for Braum is you prevent damage taken. So there's a difference between losing HP and taking damage, taking player damage. And I think this is the important difference. So I think you can still lose HP. I mean, so or it's like... The Braum probably doesn't matter if you have 9 lives, because all your damage is 1 anyway. And the damage isn't coming from the enemy player, it's coming from yourself. And Braum can't prevent damage coming from yourself. That's how I would argue it should work. So, probably no interaction between the two. I mean, it's the only explanation that makes sense if you really think about it. Because otherwise, 9 lives with playing Braum equals free win. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure Riot thought about this. It's a fairly obvious interaction. Is there no special item origin in the set? You mean like Exotech and Ink Shadow, or what it was called? Let me think. Are there any traits that grant you items? I don't think so. I don't think there's any traits that specifically grants you special items. Has anyone gotten the Mexodia Mech? I don't think anybody has gotten it yet. It's a pretty harsh condition, 3 specific augments. I haven't seen it yet, and we didn't have that. Like, guys, the playtest wasn't that long, so it's not like we could grind for weeks to get this augment combo. Oh yeah, here he has something. You can give the Mighty Mech a power up. So there is an augment in the game that lets you use a power snacks on the mech. Which is honestly kind of cool. But yeah, you do need an augment for that. Also, look how big the mech is now. Okay, yeah, so this was one of the Twisted Fates. Gain a random 3-star 1-cost crew member. This is actually a really important mechanic if you want to max out the crew. Because I actually believe the way to max out the crew is to rush level 9, rush level 10, get Twisted Fate, use the Twisted Fate to roll the Malphite and the Silver 3. And then once you have Malphite Silver 3, the crew should adjust your shop so Ziggs and Shen will still show up at a high rate. So pretty much is you rush for level 9, 10, get Twisted Fate. Twisted will give you Silver Malphite. The 3-star Silver Malphite will give you access to Shen 3 and Ziggs 3 regardless that you're level 9 and 10. And then because you initially rush level 9 and 10, that's how you get Twisted Fate 3-star. So I don't think you start by tier 1 reroll, but you actually start with level rush if you want to max out the crew. And it's only because of this TF gacha thing that can give you a 3-star crew member. What does the item on the mech do? I think I hovered over it at some point. Oh, here. Deal additional... Wait. Ah! Okay. One sec. I'll go back and pause after the game is over. I don't want to pause the recording right now for YouTube, but I'll go back and read them. Just somebody remind me to check out stage 5-5. Can the first augment trigger if they eliminated players? I think so, yes, but not 100% sure. But I believe Conqueror gave you kill credit if you survived a player you've never faced. Or was it emissary or whatever? It was like the ambassador emissary thingy. It gave you kill credit if you survived somebody. Oh, another Silver 3? What if TF never gives you a crew member? Well, then you try again the next game. But I've already gotten it twice, and I only need to get one of them, so... See, what's important to remember is that the moment you have one 3-star crew member, you can adjust your shop odds to always guarantee crew members in your shop. Or like at least to not have any diminished shop odds. Yeah, you can actually get Silver 4 with this method as well. That is possible, I think. Yeah, unfortunately TF is a bit of a... Like on the playtest, I felt like he was a bit of a shitter. His ratios are like non-existent. This guy can't deal any damage. So his main gimmick is just his passive. So this time I got what? Your team starts with a 200 shield, but it's PvE round, so who cares? They brought back the old redemption as a power-up. Yeah, they did. There's actually some really cool power-ups. There's like one that increases the amount of healing you get. That's a really useful power-up for some units like Swain. If you have like a Radiant Stoneplate Swain with, I think it's called Regenerative or something? Regenerative? I don't know, it's a hard word. But yeah, if you have that combo, that's actually really, really powerful. Yeah, I mean, Twisted, in terms of visuals, he doesn't actually have that much going on for him. So what Twisted Fate does is that his auto attacks can bounce. And everybody who gets hit gets a tank. These tanks can stack. And then when he's full mana, he sort of like consumes all the stacks to deal damage. But his overall ratios are just so useless that the guy almost never deals any damage. Can you change Lee stance every fight? Yes, you can change it as much as you want. Just put him on the bench, put him on the board, and you can change it. It works like Sona from set 10, it works like Aphelios from set 8. The main difference is that you actually get +1 to the trait. That one we didn't have yet. Like Sona would change her ability, but TF actually changes his ability and gives +1 to the trait you've selected. Yeah, Ziggs seemed pretty useless from what I've seen. Ziggs definitely looked kind of bad. Especially for, like, Ziggs feels more like a tier 1 unit than a tier 3 unit. And KO feels more like a tier 4 unit than a tier 1 unit. I am confused about the power-up Singularity. I actually have a game where I played it. I can show it later. It's not super complicated. You pretty much have like this large magic area around you where people constantly take damage. And then if you end up killing units within that range, you get permanent HP.
Rise again. I dare you.
Dude, that Galio is so big, man. Holy moly. Ooh, Artifact Anvil.
A great day to fight.
If they insist on a fight, I will oblige.
I don't even know. What do you go for here? You could give like either Indomitable Prowler. You could give that to Yona if you want. What did I actually... I think I took Indomitable, right? Who did I give it to? Did I give it to Braum? Not sure. Yeah, I think I gave... Did I give it to Jarvan? Okay, I gave it to Jarvan. Probably should have given it... But Yasuo's already CC immune with Titans, so I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a Yuumi 3, by the way. Yuumi is a tier 4 unit. That's the equivalent of facing a Twisted Fate 3-star in set 10. So yeah, pretty annoying. The guy hit Yuumi 3, so now I can't beat him anymore.
My guidance.
I think the other guy has Ashe 3, right? I'm only facing 3-star tier 4 units here. That was like 6 gold from Twisted Fate. I've actually seen a clip from Rapid where he got like 15 gold from Twisted Fate. I think that's like a jackpot thingy.
Now we prove our courage.
So yeah, like, you know, similar to how Civica could give you like crazy amounts of gold if you hit the jackpot, that can also happen with Twisted Fate. Yeah, this guy is Ashe 3. So Ashe is a tier 4 unit. For some reason she's duelist, which is kind of weird. She's not a sniper. But yeah, this Ashe is gonna absolutely wreck my entire team now. And I'm still 2 Twisted Fates away from TF3, so rip me. Probably should have sold board for the TF, but yeah. Yeah, 3rd place.